Yeah, here you can able to use batch fetching. Finally, mostly batch fetching when we can able to use if there is any parent class. In the parent class, we can able to use it in child class. It's like inheritance using inheritance properties. It is like we can able to use at a moment like giving a size operator. We can able to write at least our own based on custom like. Can able to write our own how much we need to it's, well, coming to definition for batch fetching, when we access the collection or association of an entity, instead of fetching the child entities one by one for each parent, Hibernate will group them into batches and fetch them into fewer queries. Yeah, that's it. Well, coming to next question, ninth question, it is like a difference between. Hibernate and JP. Yeah, I will say, yeah, I will speak it after I will write in main points. While coming to JPA is an interface, and while Hibernate it's the implementation. Hibernate is an ORM framework and that implements JPA specification. It provides additional features beyond what's defined in JPA. There are multiple Java ORM solutions, Hibernate, Toplink, JDO. While coming to Hibernate features supported by JPA, like extended identifier generators, high or looped pooled loop, transparent prepared statement batching, customizable CRUD operations like SQL insert, SQL update, SQL delete operations we can able to use in Hibernate features. While coming to static or dynamic allocation filters we can able to use mapping properties to fragment for the SQL, immutable entities we can able to use in Hibernate features, and more flush modes. Flush mode more flush mode only we can able to use in Hibernate feature, and querying the second level cache by natural key of a given entity. While coming to entity level cache concurrency strategy, we can able to provide it in Hibernate features. Version bulk updates through HQL, exclude fields from optimistic locking check. Optimistic lock excluded is equal to true, like that we can able to write the queries. Versionless optimistic locking, and there are some other features like support for skipping. And actually it supports for in Hibern supports for Java date and time, and supports for multi latency, and supports for soft delete like at the rate where and at the rate delete at the rate filter. Actually, Hibernate offers features they are not yet supported by JPA. The additional features beyond what's defined in the JPA specification makes Hibernate suitable for complex enterprise applications. Means JPA is an interface and Hibernate is an implementation. Whatever it is available in JPA, it is available in Hibernate. And Hibernate is an ORM framework that implements the JPA specification. It provides additional features beyond what's defined, and there are multiple. Okay, yeah, these are the features of Hibernate. What I am saying, nearly it is like a 15 Go features. I will rate at least 5 to 6 here. First thing, JPA is interface. Hibernate is implementation. While coming to features of Hibernate, there are many of features like at least I am writing 5 to 6 extended identifier generators. Customizable CUD operations are present here. Mapping properties to SQL fragments. Immutable entities. And we can able to use more flush modes. We can able to use versioned bulk updates through HQL. It supports Java 8. Date on time API. Yeah, this is enough. Coming to the 10th question, like when we need to use at the rate version at the rate audited in Hibernate. When we need to use means at the rate version, we can able to use at the rate version for maintaining data integrity where multiple users might concurrently modify the same data. When we are using at the rate audited means to maintain audit trails for data changes. While coming to version example, we can able to write like when we are writing employee class, we can able to write we can able to write entity, and in the employee we can able to write fields like ID employee name. In the ID we can able to generate generated value, and ID column. Sorry, ID annotation. After the ID annotation, we can able to write the version also, like at the rate version, at the rate audited. When we need to manipulate the data, we need to write the audited. When we need to change the version, we can able to write at the rate version here. That's it. And moving to say 11th question. What type of cascades does Java support? Cascading in Hibernate. There are nearly 6 types of cascading effects we have been using here in Hibernate, but based on what approach we are going on, like sometimes we can able to use persist, sometimes we can able to use remove operation, sometimes we can able to use refresh, detach, all, like that we can able to use persist. Merge, remove, refresh, detach. and all. These are the cascading types in Hibernate we can able to use based on our approach, what or based on certain scenarios. Yeah, that's it. Moving to 12th question. How to change eager loading to lazy loading in Spring Boot? Actually, in the eager loading, there is a fetch type. In the fetch type, we can able in the automatically it will be having eager, but we need to change it into lazy mode. It is like see like fetch is equal to fetch type dot eager before when we are when we are writing code in eager loading, but when we are defining entities with lazy loading, we can able to write is equal to fetch type dot lazy, and cascade we can able to add, and we can able to add the relationships also here. And sometimes we can able to write the lazy initialization exception also, we can able to write before the exception is thrown. And let's move to the 13th question. Lazy initialization exception. Yeah, lazy initialization exception, what it is and the best way to fix it. Yeah, this is the question, 30th question. To avoid lazy initialization exception while maintaining performance, use a left join fetch clause in JPQL or criteria queries to load required associations. Alternatively, use DTO projections to fetch all necessary data within a service layer, as DTOs does not support lazy loading. We need to load the entities with all required associations by using the entity graph API or as named entity graph. Yeah, for this we can able to use a lazy initialization exception. Already it is recorded now, so that's why it's just like a 3 lines of writing what I am saying. Please note it. And the last question, while coming to last question, it's like how will you save millions of data into Hibernate? Using database. So this is the final question in Hibernate. Actually, there are three approaches for this question. Like first level cache buildup and batch processing and transactional boundaries for this. Like see for this we can able to use the transaction annotation, batch size example, batch size, flush and clear methods, and final flush and clear. And finally, what I am saying is this: how will you save millions of data using database into Hibernate? Like example, my first approach it is to batch size, using a fixed batch size, example 30 records for processing. And there is another approach for this, flush and clear. After persisting every batch, call entity manager dot flush method to write changes to the database, and entity manager dot clear method to clear the persistent context. While coming to third approach, I am able to write a transactional context, run the entire operation within a single transaction to ensure consistency. And finally, I will write a final cleanup, flush and clear any remaining entities after the loop. Like this, I can able to write. I can able to write this. Yeah, that's it from the question. Yeah, after this we can able to start Spring Interview Questions, and after that we can able to go for Spring Boot. After that we can able to choose for Spring Security. After all completing this, we can able to go for Stream API Interview Questions, Stream API Interview Questions, as well as Stream API Coding Questions. Uh, already I had been written. Already I had been used. Sorry. Already I had been developed the questions in this IntelliJ for this Stream API. Yeah, these are the questions. Nearly 30 questions is the Stream API questions. We can able to daily 4 to 5 questions from today or tomorrow, like that. You can able to complete within a 4 to 5 days. These 30 questions. It's all important questions for every interview. When you are going every interview, these questions will be asked, because it's all important. That's it from today. Thank you. Bye. Please subscribe the channel.